y'all are well. Today is Wednesday, July 22nd. And man, has July flown by fast or what? I mean, we're about a week or so away from being into August. Man, this is just crazy how fast our summer has gone. But we've had a great summer here, and it's been exciting to be back in church. I hope to see you tonight for our services this evening as we continue our elective classes. We're about halfway through the summer. We're about halfway through our classes as well, and it's just an exciting time to serve the Lord and to be around God's people. We began Psalm 23 yesterday, and I know I got the video out a little bit late yesterday, so if you haven't watched it, I encourage you to go back and watch it. We'll continue where we left off. We're in Psalm 23 and just began that yesterday. And so I wanted to draw your attention to verse number 1, and then we'll get into the beginning of verse number 2. And want to walk through this psalm maybe a little slower than what we have some of these other psalms. There's just so much packed in here, and I just want to kind of lay things out for you a little bit. And it's just pretty exciting to know the God that we serve, the God that loves us, and man, it's very evident here in Psalm 23. So let's take just a look at it here this morning, and we'll look at a little bit of verse number 2. The Bible tells us in Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures." Yesterday we looked at verse number 1, looked at the personal relationship that we can have with the Lord. The fact that the Lord is our shepherd, and He's there, wants to provide for us, wants to protect us, and then we find a statement here that David says in verse number 1, "I shall not want." Why? Because of who the Lord is, because of what the Lord does for mankind as a whole, and then how He provides for those that put their faith and trust in Him. And then we kind of look at the whole rest of the psalm here, and David's we could really say that he's explaining why he does not need to want. He's explaining why the Lord satisfies. And so the first way in which the Lord satisfies and completes us and takes care of us is He makes me to lie down in green pastures. The Lord takes us to places in our life, provides the times, the places in our life that we can get rest, where we get true rest. I know I mentioned it often, but it's so true how the Lord provides for us a peace that passeth all understanding. Amidst the chaos around us, there is a peace. As we heard this past Sunday, we look in 2 Timothy chapter number 3, perilous times shall come. We're living in perilous times. And Paul challenges Timothy that even in the midst of these perilous times, continue. In verse number 14, "But continue thou in what thou hast learned." And he draws Timothy back to his childlike faith and back to reality a little bit, even in the midst of chaos. And that's what the Lord does for us. He's our shepherd. We don't need to want, worry, or fret, because He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He brings us to a place where we can rest. It reminds me, and I wanted to share these couple of verses with you. Reminds me of about over in Matthew chapter number 11, where it tells us in verse 28, where it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." You know, rest comes from trusting the Lord's guidance and direction as the Good Shepherd. That's where rest is found. You know, it's sheep that wander from the shepherd that get themselves in the most trouble and find themselves in the most difficult of circumstances. I'm thankful for a shepherd that goes and finds those who wander off. I'm thankful for that. But you know what? There's true rest in remaining close to the shepherd, because He makes us to lie down in green pastures. And I just wanted to leave you with that thought today, knowing that, hey, the Lord wants what's best for you. He will provide the times and the places of rest in your life. And we just need to follow him, and we need to trust him. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Let me tell you something. It doesn't mean that there aren't dangers out there. That's the whole reason for us needing a shepherd. And there's safety in being close to the shepherd. There's safety in being in those green pastures where he would desire us to lie down. In the midst of perilous times around us, there's safety being close to the shepherd, lying down in green pastures. And in our world today, we can look out and we can see the uneasiness, the unrest that's out there. But we can have peace because we know the good shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Hey, let's stick close to him. He knows what's best. He wants what's best. He wants us to experience the abundant life. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Well, Lord bless you. Have a great day today. And looking forward to our services tonight. I hope that you can join us. If you're able, we've got a program for the young people as well, for our children as well. So I want to encourage you to be here for our services tonight here at Calvary Baptist Church. Have a great day. And we're supposed to get some rain here, supposed to get some rain this afternoon. So stay dry out there, and we'll see you tonight. Have a great day.